Hi guys, how's everybody doing? Device is heating. Fuck off. Hopefully that will keep it a little bit clean. How is everybody? So this is how I do my lives for everybody is new in the room. Oh, good. So if you're new in the room, I don't expect you to follow me. I don't expect you to gift me, to like, share, or subscribe. You are more than capable of asking me a question. Spam the living daylights out of me. Copy and paste your question. Copy and paste. That way, the more you spam, the more I can see you. So again, you do not need to gift me. You do not need to like, share, or subscribe to get a message. And the reason why I say you don't need to gift me or tap the screen, because I don't want to get abuse from you guys later on saying that I gifted you and you didn't read for me. Well, that's not really my problem then, is it? Because I did say during my live that you don't need to gift me. Sorry for being a bitch, but don't need the abuse. How I read for people who don't follow me is my guides will highlight your name. If my guides highlight your name, what they do is they brighten up your name and then I'm drawn to read for you. If you are a member or a super fan, you can ask me as many questions as you like on my lives and during my lives only. Super fans will always get a guided message with every question that they ask me. And I go live twice in the week for my super fans to do teaching. So I teach maybe people who want to learn tarot, teach about spirituality. We talk about ghost experiences, ghost encounters, my experience. I mean, anything goes at this point, isn't it, super fans? At this point, anything and everything goes on anytime I do my super fan lives, and everybody else is not allowed in the room. So I block everybody else out apart from my super fans. They're the ones who pays my bills after all. So yeah. So super fans, you will always get me twice in the week. And every single time I go live, you can ask me more than one question and you get a guided message with every question that you ask me. Please bear in mind, though, that when I'm doing an open live and I'm doing free readings for people who don't follow me and people that do follow me, I have to make sure everybody gets an equal opportunity. So I will always stay, and my daughter is in here, so anyone who's rude, you're going to get blocked. Don't preach here. You can go somewhere else. You don't need to believe in what I believe in. It's okay. Who am I to tell you what to believe in? If you don't like what I do, just piss off in love and light. Just go away. So once again, I will post up this live on my YouTube channel. The only issue is that when I'm doing an open live, it takes maybe a week or two to download. So that's why I always highly recommend that everybody screen records their reading, voice record in some way, so you can go back to your reading again at another time, or you can wait for me. Rain, you're on my list. You are on my list. Give me 1 second. The first 15 minutes is always going to go to my followers and my super fans. Once the alarm clock goes off, I will cater to the people that have gifted me. And once I'm done with my list and everybody that's actually paid for a reading, I will cater for everybody else in the room who doesn't follow me. And that's how I do my readings and how I've been doing it for 6 years. So once again, I'm going to say this with absolute love. If you're not happy with your membership and you're not happy with your subscription, then don't be any of those things, and I will read for you anyway. If you're not happy with your, and if you're unable to subscribe, unsubscribe, let me know, and what I will do is block you and then unblock you, and hopefully from what I've learned, that will get rid of your subscriptions and stop your subscriptions completely. I'll block you and then unblock you. So just message me if you can't unsubscribe. So once again, if you are a member and you're a subscriber and you're not happy with your membership or your subscription, don't be any of those things, and I'll read for you anyway. All right, here we go. I usually go live for my super fans Saturday and Sunday, and those days I talk, it's not tarot. All right, so I'm going to sage our asses, and then I'm going to get started. I'm going to go all the way to the top for the first 15 minutes. And once I'm done with the 15 minutes, Rain, you're the first one on my list. All right, and the alarm clocks. No, I'm going to not do it yet. Let me cleanse first. Angels and guides and loved ones, draw close to me and my family here on TikTok and use me as a vessel to give clear, concise, love and light messages. Please and thank you in love and light. In love and light. Okay, let's go to the top, from the top with the Melina, any messages for you? And you're a member. What does Melina need to know, please, in love and light? I really would love it if you guys actually have a question. I'm getting really bored of everyone going, what do I need to know every single day? I mean, really? Every day I come live and everyone is going general. What do I need to know? I mean, ask me an actual question. Does my boss hate me? I'm going to have sex tomorrow. Am I going to quit my job in 2 weeks? Do you think I'll quit my job in 2 weeks? Like, ask me an actual question. Melina, you need to get out of this feeling of feeling left out of the cold, holding on to your heavy burdens. You need to let go a little bit. You're probably holding on to everybody else's burdens as well as your own, and you're feeling really exhausted and tired. I feel like you might need a break from work. This talks about self-sufficiency and financial gain, but when it's upside down, there might be a delay to like blessings coming in. You need to be around the right people that love and support you. And I'm also seeing a party or a social event around you. So if that hasn't happened yet, it will happen at some point. Yenti, what's coming for you in August? Angels, guides, loved ones. What does Yenti need to know, please, in love and light? If you're not happy with your membership and you're not happy with your subscription, don't be any of those things, and I'll still read for you anyway. If you are a member or you are a super fan, you can ask me as many questions as you like on my lives or during my lives only. You do not need to follow me, gift me, or tap the screen. You don't need to like, share, or subscribe to get a reading. Copy and paste your question. If my guides highlight your name, I will read for you if you're not a follower. You need to make sure that in August you're listening to your intuition. Your psychic abilities might be opening up. In August, this is about paying attention to your dreams and your visions. You're able to see without seeing. You need to let something go in order for the new beginning to come in. I am seeing at some point there is some sort of a celebration, but it looks to me in August you need to get your energy back up and running. Self-love, unconditional love, courage, persevere and move forward from something that no longer serves you. Helena, what does August have for you? Angels, guides, loved ones, what does Helena need to know, please, in heart chakra? You want that long-term sense of stability and security, but you kind of need to do some meditation. So the Hermit talks about going within for that personal quest for truth and clarity, and you need to look beyond the horizon. The Three of Wands talks about expansion, collaboration, teamwork, commerce, and it feels like you're supposed to have your own business later on in the future. If you don't have it yet, then you need to think about that. What do you think about it? I also feel like there's money coming your way, but later on, this could be money, pay rise, promotion, some sort of investment that's going to come your way. The birthing of a child, if this energy isn't here yet, it's coming in at some point. You'll know when it gets here, but there seems to be like study, education, learning, pay rise and a promotion, all coming in later on though. You do not need to tap the screen. You do not need to like, share, or subscribe. You do not need to follow me to get a reading. You do not need to gift me to get a reading. Just copy and paste your question. If I'm drawn to you and my guides, or if my guides highlight your name, then I will read for you. Nasiha, I was trying to pin you up, but it wasn't working. Prosperity flows, Nasiha. What good news is on your way? What good news? I see that you may have an opportunity or a choice to choose on, something to choose from. Travel, relocation, trying to make a decision about something. Do I stay, do I go, to say or not to say? I am seeing expansion as well, collaboration, commerce, partnering up with somebody, but I'm also seeing an energy of lack. You might be sad or worried or feel unloved or feel lonely in some way, and you need to heal what has been broken in order for the expansion that you're waiting for to happen. You're also going to see free everywhere you go, Nasiha. If you haven't seen that number yet, you're going to see it everywhere you go, and that is also a time frame. 3 days, weeks, month, a third of a month, when things start to shift and change in your favor. Tina, will I have a new long-lasting relationship with love soon? When somebody is so eager for it, desperate for it, need it so badly, feel lonely, the universe will usually not give you what you're asking for until you're okay on your own. Not yet. It feels to me like you need to let go of some sort of insecurity that you're holding on to. Is probably why, if you haven't found it yet, it's just like insecurities needs to be gone in order for you to move forward. This is a painful ending, hitting rock bottom, focusing on something that could go wrong, may go wrong, has gone wrong. I also feel like as I'm connecting to you, you need to take care of your health. Maybe go for a walk, go to the gym, have a physical outlet. I am seeing some sort of wish fulfillment, but I feel like there's a delay to it. I am seeing that you could meet somebody around work, study, collaboration, or partnering up in some way, but I don't feel like it's coming in just yet. There's some sort of sadness, lack, or fear around love in some sort of way, shape, or form. So the universe won't give you what you want because you're so worried that something could go wrong and you could co-create a problem. It's what we always do though, isn't it? We always think about the worst case scenario. I was trying to pin you up, Sabrina, but I can't for some reason. Sabrina, will my daughter pass her driving test this time? Will your daughter pass her driving test this time? Sabrina. Sabrina, angels, guides, loved ones, will Sabrina's daughter pass her driving test this time? Will your daughter pass? Will your daughter pass? I feel like if you're stressing out or worried about it, or you're trying to, you feel conflicted, or she feels conflicted, or you feel, or she feels like she's lacking in some way, or you're going into the vehicle with no confidence, then you might fail, but ultimately she will pass. I am seeing 7. 7 is a time frame. I got a feeling that she will pass, but it just feels like there's also some sort of a block to the energy of passing. It's either you're stressing out or she's stressing out about it, and that is cultivating energy to delay what you're asking for. It always is us anyway. We're the ones who co-create problems and self-fulfilling prophecies. When you think on it too much, you feel on it too much, you talk on negativity too much, you end up making it become true. Duh. Will my ex Jay try to mess up my current relationship? Well, you keep focusing on him, so he's not going to leave your energy, isn't it? So what you're doing is keeping a connection, an energetic cord to him. He's all up in your energy, and I get it because my partner was psycho. But it's like you need to love and light his ass and send him on his way. You have an energetic connection to him that you keep in the ether. So it's like, how are you supposed to? It doesn't feel like it because you have some sort of connection to him. The world card, it's like you need to learn the lesson, forgive, surrender, let go, and energetically the cord will be disconnected. It feels like intuitively you know what you need to do, but you're not listening to it. You're praying and you're wishing and you're asking for the a peaceful current relationship, but then in the back of your mind is your ex. So that's a cord connected to him. Look at that. It's a connection. There's a infinite symbol above this magician's head. So when the magician is focusing on the problem is what is going to continue to show up. You tell me. It looks like no. Looks like he's going to keep bothering you. You're the magi, and the magi's keep on thinking about the problem. So the problem is going to keep on coming. But you already know this because I've been saying this for 6 years. Constantino, John's feelings towards you. Angels, guides, loved ones. Constantina. If you're interested in getting an in-depth 8-card reading, it is the power couple in the corner of the screen or in the gift box below. John's feelings towards Constantina. I feel like this person is sexually attracted to you, will tell you everything that you want to hear, but then there's like a disconnect in the energy in some way, shape or form. You're coming out as a queen. He's coming out as a sexual knight. And he's coming out as a talker, but not a walker. He's somebody that you're not gonna know whether he's coming or going. So Constantine, if you're going into this relationship with John purely for sexual pleasures, go forth and prosper. But if you're looking to be with this man for like long term, forget it. Forget it. You got blessings coming your way, but later on, you might need to learn something from John. But do I think it's something like intense or something like, you know, no, I do not. Go into this, whatever this is, with your eyes wide open. Will I be successful in my new job? A la nude. I don't know, will you? Be good at what you do. Manifest it. Make sure you love it. Like, graft, learn hard. I mean, I was a front of house security manager in Bond Street and I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, but I blagged my way into it. I pretended I knew what I was doing and I learned along the way. That's what you do. Just learn along the way. I feel like you'll be good at the job. Yeah, you'll pick it up real quick. I don't know if you're going to be there for long though, because you might end up having your own business somewhere down in your life. And I've got love, emotional contentment, new beginnings around you. So the energy for you, a la nude, looks really good. I don't see anything that I've got to worry about. Vash, anything I need to know? Angels, guides, loved ones, what does Vash need to know? Please, in love and light. You don't need to tap the screen. You don't need to follow me to get a reading. You don't need to gift me. You don't need to like, share or subscribe. I'm not going to sit here going, follow me, guys. Follow me, like me. Let's get to 10,000 likes, guys. Okay? I don't expect you to sit there tapping the fucking screen. Who the fuck's got time for that shit? Don't need to follow me. Don't need to gift me. Don't need to like, share or subscribe. But if you are curious and you want to get a reading, copy and paste and spam me. My moderators know that you can. What you need to know is you need to fight for what you believe in, remain on top of your game, be your authentic self, and don't let energy vampires or assholes knock you down from where you are, yeah? Stay away from conflict, challenges, obstacles. There is good news coming your way, a message or an offer coming your way. Could be the birthing of a child at some point. There's supposed to be like new opportunities around you, around money, around work, but there's an upside down ace of coins, so it could be coming in later on at some point. Kieran, what's to come for Valentino and you? What's to come? Kieran and Valentino. Kieran and Valentino. Kieran and Valentino. If you would like to get on my list and you would like to be bypass the 86 people in the room, I've pinned it on the bottom of the screen. That will get you on my list and get your 8 cards. Highly recommend you record your reading, or you can wait for me to post it on my YouTube a week later. What's to come for you and Valentino? Celeb, you're on my list. No, it's Caleb. Caleb. Sorry, I need glasses. All right, here we go. I've got another 5 minutes on the clock for my followers. Be patient, guys. What's to come for Valentino and you? Are you in this relationship with Valentino? Because it doesn't seem like it is. Are you in this relationship, Kieran, with Valentino, or is this wishful thinking? Because in some level, I don't know if it's going to go anywhere, because the Two of Cups is a soulmate, a lover's card is upside down, so it's like a no. Are you together or not really? Because it feels like it's not really happening here. Is this like wishful thinking, Kieran? Two of Cups upside down is breakup, separation, argumentative energy. Just started seeing each other. I don't know. You're the one that's going to have more feelings. You're the one that's going to have more feelings. The Queen of Cups is loving, kind, nurturing. You're the one that's going to have more energy towards this person. And then later on down in the relationship, you might start to feel heavily burdensome. It's up to you if you want to have the experience, because we have free will. It just feels like Two of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Two of Cups is upside down. This is a lover's card and a soulmate card. The Queen of Cups is the only one who's upright. So you might be the one that's feeling it more than the person that you're talking about. And then anchoring the question is the Ten of Wands. Heavily burdensome energy. You're heavily burdened. This person's heavily burdened. Life gets in the way, which is going to create a problem in the connection. It just sounds all a little bit, I don't know about this. It sounds a bit messy, messy, whatever the fuck you call it. Will I start a relationship with Larry? He's going through a divorce. You need to let him cut the karmic cord with somebody else before you should even get started with this person. Sheena. Is Sheena going to have a relationship with Larry? Angels, guides, loved ones. Is Sheena going to start a relationship with Larry? You will start a relationship with Larry and then you'll walk away. You will start something with this person and you'll walk away. It just feels like whatever divorce is going on here, the energy will be still lingering in the air. And it seems to me like if you ever did go out with this person, there's a lot of destruction and upheaval and chaos. I don't like it for you, Sheena, but once again, I can't tell you what to do. It's your life and God has blessed everyone with free will. Right, let's see. Who's got an actual question? I'm not bad. I'm going all the way to the top and I'm going to read it in order as you've come in. Charisma. What's going on with my finances? Why are you crying like that? So you're not attracting money, you're chasing it. The words, the vibrations that come out of your mouth, your thoughts, the way that you speak, you're not attracting money, you're chasing it. I'm always broke. I always have an issue with money. Why do I have money and then it goes? Why is there always a bill? Why is there always a debt? You are calling in the energy because when you focus on something too tough, you'll keep getting what you're asking for. Yeah, look at that. All of that money upside down. You need to be quiet and you need to focus on something a bit more positive. You need to maybe take my mantras and start saying things like, I don't chase money, I attract money. I'm a magnet for love, money, health, and happiness. You know, because the 9 of coins is still in your energy. But why is it upside down? It's because you're in the lack energy. So when the 9 of coins is upright, it actually represents financial gain and prosperity. I am seeing that there is going to be some emotionally new beginnings coming your way. But I feel like all of this is coming in later on. It's only lack because you're in the lack energy. That's really sad. You're in the lack energy. I'm not enough. I don't have enough. When is it going to happen? When, where, or how? It's like everything happens in divine timing, yeah? Kim, will I be offered a council house? Will I be offered? Okay, will Kim be offered a council house? And your guides, loved ones, will Kim? I got a yes with this, Kim, but you might even have some, like, you might have some issues with it though. So you got to pick with it though. So you got to pick wisely, yeah? I got a yes. Look at this. I got a yes with this, but I've also got issues with it. I got issues. So look at the 2 of, you know, this represents choosing wisely. What the fuck is this? This represents choose wisely. Emelita, you're on my list. You will get offered a house, my love. You will get offered a house, 100%. But choose wisely. Like a lot of people pick houses and then all of a sudden there's like a dead man in the corner of the house that nobody realized was there before. Just saying. Anyone knows about hauntings, it would be me. Hannah, anything for love? Angels, guides, loved ones. What does Hannah need to know? Hannah. Anything for love for Hannah? All right, Hannah, I feel like you got to get rid of any insecurities that you're holding on to because you could create a delay for your love connection. It feels like you have to be your authentic self and not change who you are to please somebody else. It feels like you need to learn important life lessons from past relationships and not hold on to it. It feels like not everything is as it seems. The moon card is always a distortion. I couldn't see clearly what was going on. I need to trust my intuition when somebody is an asshole and an energy vampire. And you might even meet somebody around It could be a wedding, a celebration, homecoming, like a family, a reunion, that sort of energy. You will have somebody, but it seems to me like there's a lot of things that you got to let go of before you get to where you need to get to go in terms of your relationship status, okay? You'll get what you need when it comes to relationships, but you're going to have to get out of your own way, because it just feels like there might be a little bit like of insecurities around you, and this is going to create a problem or a delay to, you know, a connection. I need to take off my watch, don't I? Because they might be picking up like I'm working out when I isn't. Excuse me, I did 10,000 steps, yeah, before like 12 o'clock lunch. Gangster. Okay. Rain, get over here. Angels and guides and loved ones, this is for Rain. What does Rain need to know? Rain, I'm going to do a general reading for you until I can see your question. You do not need to gift me. You do not need to like, share, or subscribe. You do not need to follow me to get a reading. If you would like to bypass the 71 people in the room, I've pinned it on the bottom of the screen, or it's in the corner of the screen. It is the power couple. General, love. So general is all of those things. General is all of those things. So the first thing that I feel like I'm always in fight and flight mode with you. Not always. I feel like right now I'm in fight and flight mode. So fight and flight mode represents that you got your dukes up, right? And you're ready for the next issue, the next problem. You're ready for the next fight. And you're burning a lot of energy when you're focusing on the problem and not on the solution. So when I'm connected into your energy, I feel like you need to rediscover yourself. I'm seeing an engagement ring, a partnering up, a union ship. I'm seeing energy healing that needs to be done as I'm connecting into your energy, Rain. I'm also seeing Aries around you, and number 4. 444 everywhere you go, having the courage. I got Aries, believing in yourself. I know there might be a little bit confusion in the air as to what's going on, when, where, or how, and you're trying to fit all the puzzle pieces together because there's a bit of conflict in some way. But I feel like there's going to be opportunities that is going to come your way. You need to delve into, Rain, artistic, like express yourself through creative activities, painting, drawing, poetry, pottery. I don't know. You'll figure it out. In terms of, did you write fertility? They are showing me health energy. I don't know if you need to work out, eat more healthily. We'll know by the cards. Work out, eat more healthily. You need to align your body in order for you to have what you're asking for in terms of bringing a child into the world. There are many souls on the other side trying to come into the physical world. So I do see that. I would see that because I have died and come back again. So it just feels like as I'm connecting into your energy, there's something about health issues or needing to take care of your health. It could just be like, again, just working out, eating more healthily, being around people that love and support you. Energetic health is really important, not just health of the physical body. We have 4 bodies that are activated here in the physical world. The mental body, the spiritual body, the physical body, and the emotional body. Now, could you imagine, Rain, if all of those bodies are out of whack, you ain't going to be able to contain or hold a child because you might get worse. So the way that I look at things is healthy body, mind, emotions, and feelings will get you to where you need to get to sooner rather than later. There's a sense of conflict around you. Look at that. Conflict. 5 of coins and 5 of wands. When you put those cards together, it definitely represents some sort of conflict, heart, mind, body, and soul. Okay, I hear you. So this is what's going on. When you get the 5 of wands, the 5 of wands is always a card of challenges, obstacles, always feeling like you're in fight and flight mode in all scenarios, in all areas or arenas of life. And it just feels like sometimes you don't feel like you're winning, when what you're actually doing is experiencing. So your energy levels, so you know what's good and what's not good, what to keep in and what to get rid of. It seems to me with the 5 of coins, you're in the lack mindset. I don't have enough, I'm not enough, maybe it's me. So I am seeing that there is a need, there needs to be a change. Now, if there is a delay in love, finances, money, children, it's because you're focusing on the lack of not having and fearing and worrying than being in the joyful energy and come what may energy. You're actually manifesting everything. So the magician represents manifestation. You have the power. Think it, feel it, say it, manifest and co-create it. Focus your energy onto something that you want. Focus on it on a good vibration. You can't manifest the things that you want from a place of pain. It just doesn't work. I feel like with the Magi, which is what you are, whether you realize it, you are manifesting things that you don't want. So the magician also represents, look at what you don't have. Is those all the things that you keep on talking about? Are those the things that you keep on thinking about? Because if those are the things that you're thinking about, this is the problem. I've got the 7 of Cups, emotional confusion, delays, commitment issues, doing too many things, not taking care of yourself or your own health. This is going to be an issue and a problem in the long run. Kim, you asked me if you were going to get a council house, and I already said yes. So I've already answered your question already, Kim. You guys need to listen for your name, and I've also pinned you up. So you need to listen for your name. If you miss your reading, you have to wait again. You have to be patient, because I want to try and give everybody an equal opportunity to get a reading. The 6 of Cups represents nostalgia, childlike, having some fun, letting your hair down, not taking life so seriously. You know, when's the last time that you laughed, Rain, that you peed your pants a little bit because it was too funny and hilarious? When's the last time you did that? This is about childlike energy. You need to go into that childlike energy and get out of the 9 of Swords energy, which represents self-imprisonment, which represents restriction, isolation, which represents the block and a delay. The Justice card represents in all platforms, love, work, pregnancy, fertility, whatever it is that you're asking for, it will be yours. The Justice card represents the signing of the contract, cause and effect, win-win situation, the balancing of the karmic scales, a new house, a new car, a new job, all of the above. This is what this card represents. So your last guided message is going to be, something fell out. Ask. That's your guided message, Rain. Ask. It says, your angels and your spirit guides are waiting for your instructions. Set clear intentions and surrender to the universe. Ask, believe, and receive in the highest of good. You got to get rid of this. You got to get rid of the lack energy. I don't have, I'm not enough. Maybe it's me. If you're in the lack energy, you will always, everything that you're asking for will always come in later on. So in your energy, I am seeing Libra, very strong. And I'm also seeing Gemini and Virgo, very strong. And I'm also seeing Aries. So Rain, I hope that helps you in some way. The only block to our blessings is ourselves. It's not anyone else. It's only us. It's only us. So if you would like to get an in-depth reading like I just gave to Rain, it is, I've just pinned it on the bottom of the screen. It is the power couple there. Once the power couple pops up on the screen with your name, I will add you onto the list and you'll bypass the 61 people in the room. You do not have to gift me. You do not have to like, share, or subscribe. And you do not need to follow me to get a reading. Copy and paste your question, and if I'm drawn to you, I will read for you. My guides will highlight your name, and I'll read for you. Caleb, where are you, sweetheart? Angels, guides, loved ones. This is for Caleb. Is it a general reading, Caleb, or is it something specific? You don't need to gift me. I don't expect you to tap the screen. I don't expect you to like, share, or subscribe. You do not need to do any of those things. If you're not happy with your membership and you're not happy with your subscription, then don't be any of those things, and I'll still read for you anyway. Trina, you're on my list. Caleb, are you here? Moderators, watch out for Caleb. Is it a general? Is it something specific? If TikTok is filtering out your comments, add capital letters, emojis. Just a general reading. All right, sweetheart, I got you. All right, I got you. There's something, I've got the blue chakra highlighted around you. So the blue chakra represents the throat. So the need to speak on it, say what you need to say. Did you order something? To me? Say what you need to say, mean what you say. Cut out things that don't serve you. Get rid of the bittersweet energy is what I'm seeing as I'm connecting to you, Caleb. Oh yeah, I forgot to order that. Don't you just love getting deliveries? It's like a gift coming in. And you ladies, you have to hide it from your husbands, yeah? All right, here we go. It feels like as I'm connecting to you, I feel a bit of a disconnect with you, Caleb. I feel a disconnect with you. I don't know if you feel disconnected from everybody and everybody's pissing you off and winding you up, but it just feels like there's a bit of a disconnect. You need to speak your truth. I keep seeing like you had enough of everyone's bullshit. I don't blame you, sweetheart. It feels like you've had enough of everyone's crap. You feel disconnected in some way. And I feel like this is a good thing because you might need to have healthy boundaries because there's a lot of people out there who are like energy vampires and soul-sucking critters. You know what I'm talking about. And you know them people who I'm talking about as well, innit, Caleb? I just feel like there's a part of me that's like, no, I'm not dealing with this shit. I feel like I'm also hearing bright future. There's a bright future as I'm connecting to you. Stop worrying about everything because everything is going to be fine. I also feel like as I'm connecting, you're going to find white feathers everywhere. Whether you realize it or not, Caleb, I've got healing energy around you, which means to me, you've got healing abilities. So you might get drained really easily being surrounded by assholes. So you might have to reevaluate the people that you're hanging around with. This is for Caleb. I'm also seeing Gemini and number 3 everywhere I'm looking. So 3 represents a time frame, Caleb. You might see 3, 3, 3 everywhere you go. I'm also feeling exhausted and tired, burnt out and drained. You might need to take a little bit of a break from life and from everyone who's in your energy. I also feel like I got a feminine energy around you on the other side, watching over, protecting, guiding you, grandmother, motherly figure energy around you. I also feel like get rid of any confusion or uncertainty because when you focus on the problem or being unsure or unclear about something, all you do is amplify the uncertainty or the confusion. Remember, there's always a solution to all problems. Don't care what it is. Don't care what it is. Here we go. Angels, guides, loved ones. This is for Caleb. What does Caleb need to know? Please, in love and light. See, this is what I said. It feels like if you don't take a step back from reality, I've got an aeroplane around you as well. So I don't know if you're going to be traveling, relocating or going on holiday or you're planning something, Caleb, about at some point. Well, I've got an aeroplane around you and your reading really is about communication and maybe wearing blue for like a week, like different blues, like different blue, a blue shirt, a blue top, blue jewelry, whatever. Blue socks, blue pants, don't give a shit. But wearing blue on your persons will be beneficial for you in the next week or two. The Tower card represents upheaval, destruction, the crumbling down of your world. You, Caleb, might have stayed in a situation longer than you should have been in. It could have been the work environment. It could be school. It could be in a relationship that sucks ass. And you're staying in a relationship longer than you should have or a situation. and the universe was trying to intuitively tell you to move from that situation, you didn't listen. So the universe had to make you so uncomfortable using the people around you or the situation that you had no choice but to leave. That creates a tower moment. The tower is upheaval, chaos, destruction, the crumbling down of your world. And it feels like sometimes you may feel like you can't see everything and things are not clear, but you're coming out as a medium. So you'll be able to see and sense things that other people don't see, sense, and feel. Not everything is as it seems, and journaling would be great for you. So the moon card is a distortion in the energy. I can't see clearly. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to your visions. Dream journaling would be great for you. And I'm also seeing, as I'm connecting into your energy, you need to be your authentic self and don't ever try to change who you are to please somebody else. Fuck that. 7 of Wands is fighting for what you believe in. 7 of Wands is authenticity. I ain't changing for you because I ain't taking you when I die. Yeah. I'm going to take my actions, my words, and my deeds. And I ain't taking you or anybody else with me. So who gives a shit? I feel like as I'm connecting to you, you're supposed to have your own business. If you don't have your own business, then you need to think about that. Because the 3 of Wands talks about commerce, teamwork, expansion, travel and relocation. It represents movement. I also feel like you might be studying, going to school, educating yourself, learning something brand new. There might even be a baby born in your energy. There seems like there's going to be some sort of romantic energy as well. It's like it could be a leveling up of a relationship, romantic gestures later on down the line. If you're not in a relationship, a new relationship at some point. But ultimately, this represents good news coming in that's going to make you feel emotionally fulfilled, Caleb, and study as well. I also feel like you might be juggling a couple of things, going back and forth, multitasking, weighing up options. It's like, do I stay, do I go, to do or not to do, to say or not to say? You might be juggling 2 jobs. You might be juggling a job and studying at the same time. And you need to learn to find some sort of reciprocity and equilibrium in your energy. Otherwise, you're going to burn out, yeah? And then you've got the Ace of Wands, creative projects, sexual pleasures, yes. It represents creative projects, inspiration, creating new ideas, new opportunities. And I am seeing victory in your energy, victory, success, recognition. I got boss mode energy with you. It's time for you to take charge of your life, and everything and everyone else can piss off as far as I'm concerned. Your guided message, my love, is boundaries. Oh, I am so good. I was talking about energy vampires and soul-sucking critters. They could be colleagues, co-workers, hell, it could be your brothers and your sisters, your mothers and your fathers, your aunties and your uncles, your bloody children. I mean, fuck me. Whoever the energy vampires are, we need to love and light their asses and send them on their merry way. So you got boundaries. Let's see what it says, Caleb. It says, don't lose track of who you are and believe in... No, don't lose track of who you are and what you believe in. Know your values and stick to your values. You are being encouraged to keep in line with your core beliefs. Your inner being knows your values. Set firm boundaries, ensuring that you keep in alignment. Align your shit. Align your shit. So, I am seeing Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio in your energy. I'm also seeing Aries and Gemini. So I hope that helps you in some way, Caleb. Sending you love and light to you. Emelita. So if anyone is interested in getting an in-depth 8-card reading like I just gave to Caleb, it is the power couple in the corner of the screen that I put over there. Once that comes up on my screen, you will bypass the 64 people in the room. I've got Emelita and Trina on my list. If no one is going to get an in-depth reading, I will go back and forth from my followers to people who don't follow me. So everyone is going to get an opportunity to get a reading. I don't expect you to follow me, and you don't need to follow me. No, you don't. I don't expect you to sit there tapping the screen, because who the fuck's got time for that shit? So all you got to do is just copy and paste your question. If you're curious and you want to get a reading, by all means do so. I do private readings as well. My email address is on the main page of my TikTok and my Instagram. I go live on my Instagram as well. There's not a lot of people on there. There's only like 20, 25, 30 people on there. So it's more intimate and more quiet. All right, what is your question? School exams next month. Okay. Becoming debt free. Okay, so I'm going to focus on becoming debt free and your marriage. Otherwise, you would have to say general. And then whatever card comes out for this. All right, Emelita. I feel like you're carrying a lot of heavy energy on your shoulders. So when you're specifically asking me a question, I'll be able to put my energy into that. So, yeah, okay. And guys, loved ones, this is for Melita. What does Melita need to know, please, in love and light? I got a yes, but you have to do the hard work and grafting when it comes to your exams. As long as you're putting the hard work and the grafting into it, and you're doing your grafting, then you will pass. Yes. So the first thing that I feel as I'm connecting into your energy is there's like a golden opportunity that's coming your way. Like important doors are going to open for you, so you need to walk through each of them. I also feel like you need to start changing your perception on things. Now, this could be your perception general in life, in your marriage, in some sort of way. There's a sense of freedom around you. I've got the green chakra. So there's something about the heart chakra that needs to be dealt with. I don't know if you're unhappy in certain segments of your life and certain aspects of your life, but whatever you're unhappy with, those are the things that you need to focus on. I feel like you keep reminiscing on something of the past memories, and there's a need for sense of freedom. You have to be free to choose. I'm seeing number 10 around your energy, so things could shift and change for you in 10 days, 10 weeks, 10 months, or the 10th of a month. I'm also feeling like I have to say to you freedom. I also see Libra in your energy, and there's something about love, renewal of it. I feel like as I'm connecting to you, there's daydreaming is good. Like you have to daydream, because daydreaming and visualizing is really important in order to manifest the thing that you want in your life. So keep daydreaming. You need to find some sort of balance though in your energy. I feel like there's a heavily burdensome energy around you. I don't know what heavy energy you're carrying. It could be your own or somebody else when you've got the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands always represents stress, exhausted, too many burdens, carrying my own burdens as well as everybody else's burdens. I feel like as I'm connecting to you in terms of your marriage, you might be dealing with somebody who might be a little bit cutthroat. King of Swords is always the energy that's a little bit calculated. Cutthroat, brutally honest, is not as emotionally connected maybe as you are. Very logic and of mind, very like, again, strategic and stoic. Might be somebody that really thinks about what they do before they do it. And it could create a sense of like, it's not like an easy flowing sort of energy. It's more like in the house, it's more. Okay, well then that matches the King of Swords energy, doesn't it? Cutthroat, stoic, cold, icy, not very good at showing emotions, calculated, maybe a little bit narcissistic and egotistical, and you're wondering where the love is in some way, shape or form. There has to be a renewal of vows, or it has to be worked on in terms of your marriage, because if it's not worked, if your marriage is not worked on, there will be that feeling of freedom. And I keep seeing Libra, and Libra is the balance and the scales. And the scales for me is if there's no balance or give and take, then that represents a separation or a disconnect at some point in the years ahead. I feel like as I'm connecting to you, both have to work on this. I am seeing money around in your energy. You're supposed to have your own business. But when we're talking about general, if we're talking about general, this represents that you need to be the boss of the company that you're working for, having your own business, mastering your craft, creating a body of work, or doing something that you love to do. And it could also represent that you and your husband need to work on this relationship. A relationship is not a one-way street. It's not one person putting in the work while somebody's chilling out. Okay. Oh dear. So as I'm connecting into your energy, I got another man. If your connection isn't fixed in some way, shape, or form with the stoic or cold husband, there could be another opportunity for you. This could be somebody you could meet at work. You could be collaborating with this person. It could be a friendship and then turn into a relationship. You may not want it, but this is in the energy field. And obviously, please remember you have free will. So the King of Wands. So you have two kings here. One is very passionate. The other one is very stoic. So this King of Wands is yet to come in. If he's not here yet, he's coming in. And then I got the Justice card. So the Justice card is good karma. Cause and effect, win-win situation, the balancing of the scales, the signing of the contract. If it's not a divorce, it could be a marriage or a new house, a new car, a new job, all of the above. Ultimately, you do have good karma attached to you. Good karma. So things will start to balance it out. And the Six of Wands represents victory and success. But I am going to say this, something needs to end. If it doesn't end, it's going to keep going and you're going to end up depleting your energy and your soul. And it's like time is nobody's friend, but something needs to end because I'm seeing there's going to be a divine intervention, big changes, a transformation, an ending, time to let go of something or someone that no longer serves you. That is in your energy field as I'm connecting to you. So your guided message is vibrations. It says, your thoughts create a vibration. The law of attraction responds to that vibration. What you think about really does create your reality. Surround yourself with good people and positive energy. Release any negative thoughts. Be the best version of you. You will then attract like-minded people. So it feels like you might need to shift and change something in the current energy that you're in. It might be niggling at you, might be eating at you, and you don't know how to do it. You don't know when to do it. There's a sense of a disconnect. There is something that you know you have to change, but I don't know what you're waiting for. Are you waiting for the ball to drop? And God knows what that ball's going to be. So I feel like you need to reevaluate your current situation, be it the work arena or in your marriage. And you need to reevaluate this, and something needs to shift and change, my love, because something don't feel very right. Feels a little bit disconnected. I'm not going to lie, Emelita. So I hope that helps you in some way. If anybody's interested in getting a reading like I just gave to Emelita, it is the power couple on the bottom of the screen or in the corner of the screen. Once I see the giraffe and your name, I will add you onto my list and you'll bypass the 73 people in the room. Until then, Trina. I will get to everybody else in the room, but I'm going to take care of my list and my gifters first, and then everybody else I'll read after. Copy and paste. You don't need to follow me to get a reading. You don't need to tap the screen. You don't need to like, share, or subscribe. You don't need to be any of those things or do any of those things to get a reading. If you are a member and you are a super fan, you can ask me as many questions as you like on my lives and during my lives only. If you're not happy with your membership and you're not happy with your super fan or any of your subscriptions, don't be any of those things and I'll still read for you anyway. Trina, you're next on my list. Are you here, Trina? I'll do a general reading for you, Trina, until I can see your question. General. All right, honey. The first thing that I'm seeing again is the blue chakra. So blue chakra is the throat. You need to say what you need to say when you need to say it and mean what you say and say what you mean. It feels like there's going to be like adventures waiting for you, a quest that's waiting for you. I'm also seeing like your guardian angel. So you are loved and protected. I'm also seeing that there might be a reunion of some sorts. I feel like you're ascending and transcending obstacles. I feel like there's going to be a new phase in your energy. I feel like you need to have crystals on your persons or in your home. I also feel like I'm seeing number 10. Or number 1. So if you're going to see these numbers everywhere you go, if you haven't seen them yet, you will. Something about recognition and status. I'm also seeing Capricorn in your energy. If you deem something as chaotic, upheaval, or a downfall that recently happened, it's okay. I also feel like you have to be receptive to receiving. Like people are going to give you things, and sometimes we're not good at receiving. We're more good at giving. But I am seeing happiness in your energy. I am seeing a journey in your energy. new opportunities in your energy. So everything seems like, yeah, it's ascending, is what I just heard. All right, Trina. Angels, guides, loved ones of Trina. What does Trina need to know? Trina, you need to get out of your head, sweetheart. I don't know if you're somebody that lives in your ego, thinking about all the things that has gone wrong, could go wrong, may go wrong, self-imprisonment, restriction, isolating, and blocking your blessings. When the Eight of Swords is in somebody's reading, it always represents a restriction in some way. You can't see past the situation. You wonder when, where, or how. It feels like with the Eight of Swords and the Ten of Swords, which is swords represents the mind and the intellect in the tarot world. Now, when you got the Ten of Swords and the Eight of Swords, this represents to me that you might be focusing on insecurities instead of possibilities. The Ten of Swords always represents a painful ending and hitting rock bottom, but the Ten of Swords is an ending no less. So it's an ending. So an ending to something maybe you may deem as chaotic, and then it's going to create some sort of new beginning. Don't linger in the sadness, because the Five of Cups does represent sad, apathy, unfulfilled, grief, feeling abundant, feeling unloved, abandoned in some way, feeling disconnected from everyone. We are all raising our vibration and choosing to be around people that match our energy frequency, because everybody out there is going to turn into energy vampires. So I always say to everybody, be around people that love and support you and is a cheerleader for you. I am seeing, as I'm connecting to you as well, the Seven of Swords. There might have been some sort of a betrayal, or you might have received some sort of information that you didn't like. Family, home, friends, work. And the Seven of Swords is, as far as I'm concerned, I don't like this card, but is a deceitful sort of an energy. So if you find something out that you don't like, as far as I'm concerned, whether I like this information or I don't, all information is good information. I am seeing that you need to take action now. The Chariot represents onwards and upwards. The Chariot card represents the balancing of the yin and the yang. It represents taking action, the new journey, even a new car if you wanted one. I'm also seeing a wedding, a celebration, homecoming, family reunion in your energy. Again, I keep seeing number 10 or number 1 everywhere you go. I can see that you've prayed, wished, and asked the universe for something, and the universe has heard your call. When the Star card comes out into somebody's reading, it is a representation of a renewed sense of hope, clarity, and a miracle coming your way. I am also seeing an older masculine around you. So if he's not here yet, he's coming in at some point. Like I said, it could be a lover, or it could be a lover or a friend or somebody that you could be partnering up with or collaborating with at some point. But I am seeing an older masculine. Your guided message for today, Trina, is past. Jason, you're on my list. All of your power is now, Trina. Guilt serves no purpose other than guidance. Let it go. Every time you think about the past, you are making it present. How does this benefit you? Is it positive or negative? If it makes you feel bad, why go back? You will never get to where you want to be in life looking back. Let go and stand in the now. It's true. The only time you should ever look back in time or in your life is if you have a time machine to go back there and change shit up. But as far as my knowledge, we ain't got a time machine. So gives a shit about the past, moving forward. To think about the past, learn from it, and don't stay in the energy, move past it. So I am seeing Aquarius in your energy. I did say Capricorn. I'm seeing Cancerian energy, Aries, Leo, and Sag. So I hope that helps you in some way. If you're interested in getting a reading like I gave to Trina, I've just pinned it on the bottom of the screen, or it's in the corner of the screen. Once the giraffe pops up on the screen, you will bypass the 70 people in the room and I will read for you. You do not need to tap the screen. You do not need to like, share, or subscribe, and you do not need to follow me to get a reading. Copy and paste your question. If I'm drawn to you, I'll read for you. If you're not happy with your membership and your super fan or your subscriptions, get rid of it, and I'll read for you anyway. Jason, get over here. Angels and guides and loved ones, this is for Jason. What does Jason need to know? Is it a general reading, Jason, or is it something specific? Jason. You're so welcome, Trina. What does Jason need to know? Jason, is it a general? Is it a specific question? If you're being filtered, capital letters, add some emojis, and hopefully it will come through. Jason. Moderators, keep an eye out. Jason. If I can't see your question, Jason, I'm going to do a general reading for you until I can see your question, okay? All right. Jason. The first thing that I'm picking up on as I'm connecting to you is consistency. If something isn't consistent or you're not consistent, then you need to be. Or if something isn't consistent, then you might need to reevaluate the inconsistency. I should be a rapper. No, I'm joking. I keep seeing number 5 around you. 555 everywhere you go. 5 in numerology represents a change coming your way. A change, a move, adapt or change, but there's a change. I also feel like you're on the right path as I'm connecting into your energy, Jason. I'm seeing a wedding or a celebration around you. I'm seeing gold and abundance around you. The chakra that's highlighted is your stomach area, the yellow, the solar plexus. So the chakra, the solar plexus tells me, are you listening to your intuition and your gut? Because if you're listening to your ego and not your intuition, then you're going to do a disservice to yourself, Jason. I feel like as I'm connecting to you, you have to find your divine passion. What are you passionate about? I also feel like I have to say to you, you are on the right path. I see Leo around you. The need for joy in your energy, Jason. And I'm also feeling like, I don't know if this is like antisocial energy. I don't know if there's a feeling where you feel disconnected or left out to some degree. I feel like I have to say to you that you need to have some healthy boundaries, Jason, and learn to draw the line under it. And it's like enough's enough. And this could be to people that don't need to be in your energy or are not worthy of your time, your energy and your love. So I am seeing that, Jason. Kalani, can you write Jason, please? This is your reading, just in case he's missing it. If you would like to get on my list and you would like to get an 8-card reading like I'm giving to Jason, this is what it looks like. It is the power couple in the corner of the screen that will get you on my list. All right, thank you, babes. Jason. This is for Jason. What does Jason need to know? Angels, guides, loved ones. Jason. What does Jason need to know? Jason. What does Jason need to know? If you can see his question, Kalani, pin it up for me. All right, Jason, you need to get out of your head. So this is self-imprisonment, restriction, blocking your blessings. It's like not wanting to deal with anything at the moment, and then you're living in your ego instead of your intuitive abilities or your gut energy. This is about, again, restriction, isolation, imprisonment. Maybe you're focusing on the same issue or the same problem, and there's like this energy in which you need to move past it and do it sooner rather than later. So when you've got the 8 of Wands, the 8 of Wands is hurry up, speed, necessary changes, making moves. This is travel and relocation, Jason. Speed, a change, quick to action. It's like you might have been procrastinating, Jason, and the universe is asking you to start making moves. I also feel as I'm connecting to you, I am seeing money, pay rise, promotion, or an investment coming your way. Slow and steady wins the race. Graft and work hard at the thing that you want to do because it will come to fruition. I'm also seeing that you've got intuitive ability. So the high priestess, whether you're male or female, is somebody who's psychic. You're able to sense and see and feel things. And the high priestess is somebody who can see without seeing. So I feel like when I'm connecting into your energy, it's about empowerment, like finding your power, doing things slow and steady. I'm seeing a new vehicle around you as well, Jason. I don't know if you want a new car, you're getting into a new car, you want a new car, you're buying a new car, you might be getting into a vehicle to do some sort of long distance traveling. But when you've got the chariot card represents taking action, no more procrastinating, the balancing of the yin and yang. It means basically get going. You're coming out as the emperor as well. So everything that you're doing, everything that you're working hard on is going to come to pass, but you need to believe it. So the emperor's empowerment, father figure, respect, recognition, the planner, the one who takes control of the situation. And I'm also seeing, as I'm connecting into your energy, the Fool card. This is a clean slate, new beginnings, new opportunities, taking a leap of faith. It represents travel, new adventures, new beginnings, a new path. Taking a leap of faith will be beneficial for you. You need to, Jason, get rid of any heavy burdens that you're holding on to. Because you could be carrying your own heavy burdens, and you could also be carrying the heavy burdens of somebody else. And who's got time for this shit? Life is too short. It's time to move past everything. Time to move on and time to move up. This is the energy around you. Now, your guided message is meditation. Like spending some time on your own, doing that soul searching. It says, the core to feeling good is connecting to source energy. Connect, rebalance, and revive. Set aside time to sit in the energy, be under the influence of source and how you feel and what you talk about. You need to meditate and go inward and spend some time in your own energy. You might be absorbing everybody else's bullshit, and you're going to need to cut out some people's energy, because like this feels like energy draining and soul draining energy, Jason. So Jason, I hope you heard your reading. If you didn't, I will try to post it up at the end of the week. It should take about a week. Jason, the star signs that I see around you: Aquarius, Aries, Cancerian, Pisces, Capricorn, Virgo, as well as, what did I say, Leo. So I hope that helps you, Jason. I've got nobody on my list, so I'm going to go back and forth from followers and people who don't follow me. If you would like to get on my list and bypass the 58 people in the room, it is the power couple. I've just pinned it on the bottom of the screen, and it's on the corner of the screen. That will get you on my list, and that will get you 8 cards. So if you would like to bypass everybody in the room, it is the power couple I've pinned on the bottom of the screen. Here we go. All right, so I'm going to go back and forth from my followers to people who don't follow me. Here we go. Is my husband have phone number of another woman he's interested in, please? Whatever the answer may be. For example, if it just happens to be a yes, Jeanette, you're not going to go up to your husband and go, I know you got another woman's number in your phone because the tarot reader told me so. Don't do that. All you have to do is be a detective and find out for sure. Always make sure you're finding out for sure before you start accusing people of doing something. Does your husband have another woman's phone number? I got a no. But with the energy that you're talking about and with the energy that you keep on focusing on, you might even manifest this to happen. So I highly recommend that you watch what you say. I've got a no. You need to stop this. You need to stop focusing on the problems and what could go wrong. You need to find evidence of this. If it does happen, you've co-created it to happen, Jeanette. But from what I can see in the cards, no. But I can also see in the cards that when you focus on it, when something's so much, you might end up making it happen. How is the relationship between my son and his father developing? Chantal. How's the relationship developing? Very well. I don't see anything negative about it. I've got victory and success. recognition, expansion, and expanding out even further. The sad card is upside down, which is good. So it feels like there's a sense of harmony. There's success and problem solving. I feel like you don't need to be a part of it, which is good, and stop worrying about it. I feel like it will just get better and better going forward. I think it's going to get better and better as you go forward. Okay, sweetheart, it does. It's going to get better. Amina, have I cleared my financial and career blocks? Amina. You have, sweetheart, but you might call it back in with your negative thinking. This is like nightmares, anxiety, depression, grief, biting on your nails, going, I think I cleared it up. I'm not really sure. It's like, it's okay. Go on holiday. Go on a break. Have a weekend. You don't even need to burden yourself anymore. The Ten of Wands represents like there's no more struggling, taking a break, finally lighting up, a sense of freedom. I got a hell to the motherfucking yes with this question, Amina. Like, enjoy yourself, man. Don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. Shamila, has my son passed his GCSE's results? Listen, stop pressuring your children, okay? Leave them alone. My best friend, Michael, when I was in secondary school, he didn't get the GCSEs that his mum and dad wanted him to have, so he jumped off a train. He jumped on the train track and he died and got hit by a train. He didn't want to let his parents down, and he did, and he thought he did let them down, so he jumped in front of a train. Everyone who's got children who's studying and educating them, just say to them, do the best that you can. Don't put pressure on him. Leave him alone. Sorry, but every time someone talks to me about GCSEs, it brings me back to Michael, God rest his soul. Jumped in front of a train track because he didn't get the GCSEs that he wanted, and he disappointed his parents. What the fuck? I don't know about this. It seems to me like there's just so much energy around it. Why is the Ten of Swords like painful endings and hitting rock bottom? The World card is upside down. There's so much pressure maybe on him. Maybe you don't give him pressure. Maybe he's pressuring himself because he doesn't want to disappoint you. And even if he didn't pass, what's going to happen? I got my own business. I got F's and friggin' D's. I think I got a couple of E's as well. The only thing I pass is art and drama. I got the Ace of Cups, which talks about new beginnings anyway, the hand of God. It's like, even if he doesn't pass, it's like, redo it. Go in it with ease. Just stop putting pressure. Like, the parents out there, you don't know what you're doing psychologically to your children. Enough is enough. I mean, each to their own, but I've seen the worst of it. Salma, does A want to get back with you? Does A want to get back with you? No. This person's coming out as cutthroat, brutally honest, and also very manipulative. So if the universe has separated you and A, I think the universe has separated you and A for a reason. I feel like you've got better blessings coming your way, and I don't think it's got anything to do with A. You don't need to tap the screen. You don't need to like, share, or subscribe. You don't need to follow me to get a reading. You don't need to follow me to get a reading. If you would like to get an in-depth 8-card reading and you want to bypass the 70 people in the room, I have pinned it in the corner of the screen. That will get you on my list, and that will get you 8 cards. It is the power couple. Should I go on this trip this week? I don't know if you should. I mean, why are you asking? You must have already felt a sense of, I don't know. I feel like there's a part of you that might be bored. You might be like, I don't know why I'm here. If you're not feeling it, Leslie, then don't go. If you're not feeling it, then don't go. It's like you're going back and forth and juggling, multitasking, weighing up options, trying to figure out if you should go or shouldn't go. The fact that you're asking me that already tells me that you shouldn't go. Jason, I hope you heard your reading, sweetheart, because I did do your reading for you already. Ashley, is my connection with Jay over? If you would like to bypass the 66 people in the room and you would like to get an in-depth 8-card reading, it is the power couple above the screen, in the corner of the screen, or in the gift box below. Is your connection with Jay over? Yes, it is. I think it should have been over ages ago. The death card is like, let it go. You got to let this go. It feels like it wouldn't have been an equal balance of give and take. It feels like you'd have been the one that would have given more than what this person would have given you. You're like wishing for family. You're wishing for like a relationship, a connection, the happy home with the children maybe. And you might be praying for something that you might not like in the end. Chantal, you're on my list. Honey, you need to let this go. A better relationship is coming your way, and I ain't seeing it with this person that you're talking about. Sorry. Chantal, you just bypassed everybody in the room. If you would like to get on my list and bypass the 68 people in the room, I pinned it on the bottom of the screen. It is the power couple. Once the giraffe pops up on the screen, I'll add you to my list and you will get your 8-card reading. And I always post up my lives on my YouTube, so you can watch it on there. My YouTube channel is the same name as it is on here, all across the board on social medias. I do not reach out to you, so somebody with my face is reaching out to you that isn't me. That's a scammer. Block, report, and delete those people. If you're not happy with your subscription, don't be a subscriber or a member. I'll read for you anyway. And I do private readings as well. My email address is on the main page of my TikTok. Chantal, what do you want to know? It can't be a general, right? Did you ask me a specific question? What would you like to know? Angels, guides, loved ones, this is for Chantal. What does Chantal need to know? Again, if you're not happy with your membership or your subscription, don't be any of those things, and I'll read for you anyway. General. The first thing that I feel as I'm connecting to you is that there is an ending, and there needs to be an ending so you can have a new beginning. This is the energy that I'm seeing as I'm connecting to you. I'm also seeing a lover, so I don't know whether you're in a relationship or not, but I am feeling lover vibration. I feel like you need to let go of something, like dead in the water. Let a situation go, something that doesn't emotionally fulfill you. Forgive it, surrender it, and move past it. It's a completion. That's why I said ending. Find things that you're passionate about. Learn to have a bit of fun. It's like practice something that you love to do. The old must be released so that the new can come in. I keep seeing 444 everywhere you go. So 4 days, weeks, months, or the 4th of a month, where things will start to shift and change in your favor. I'm seeing Cancerian. I don't know if you're doing a change to your home. I don't know if there's going to be a change to your home. I feel like you need to do some healing. I don't know if it's mental, physical, spiritual healing, all of the above. Self-care, introspection, the need for meditation is really important for you. And having an open heart and being receptive. I feel like you're an empath, and you being an empath could create like vulnerability, or you'll be very vulnerable in some way. So you need to make sure that you're white lighting your ass and asking your angels and your guides and your loved ones to white light your energy when you leave your home, because you absorb everybody else's bullshit. Chantal, angels, guides, loved ones, what does Chantal need to know, please, in love and light? What do you need to know, please, in love and light? Wow. Are you in a relationship? Are you in a relationship, Chantal? Because I'm seeing some sort of divine coupling here. First and foremost, you need to cut out negative ways, like emotional energy that you're holding on to. The 5 of Cups is lonesome, sadness, feeling abandoned, feeling unloved, feeling lonely in some way, single. So it feels like when the 5 of Cups energy is here, you might be in the lack energy when it comes to relationships. Am I ever going to have anybody? Is anybody ever going to want me? I come with baggage, all this bullshit that we keep telling ourselves. Maybe I'm too old. Maybe it's just not for me, even though I want it. It's like, stop talking shit. Yeah, that's right. How are you supposed to? This is what you're doing, yeah? You're speaking to the angels, guides, loved ones, God, and universe. in an energy of pain and insecurity. You can't manifest from a place of pain or insecurity. You have to be your authentic self and fight for what you want and fight for what you believe in. You have to be okay with where you are and satisfied where you are. And if somebody comes in, that will be a bonus and a blessing. So you got to make sure your emotional state of being is up a level. You've got the orange chakra, which is the sacral chakra. So meditating on that part of your body is very important. Fighting for what you believe in, and don't change who you are to please anybody. It doesn't matter if it's in a relationship or trying to please be your authentic self. Now, in terms of maybe a connection, I do have two masculines around you. So I have a king and I have a knight. There is romantic gestures coming your way. There is an older masculine and a younger one that's a bit more cutthroat and brutally honest, one that's very loving and kind and very giving in some way. And you're going to need to discern and trust your gut, your soul, your intuition. One of these guys, though, feels like a divine counterpart. So I'll tell you why I feel like it's a divine counterpart. Because the high priestess and the magician are lovers. They're soulmates and they've known each other throughout lifetimes. So they're divine partners. They're both magical beings. You and this person. But this is in your specific reading. So you're coming out as the one who is psychic, the high priestess, the one who can see without seeing. And you also hold within your DNA the magi energy, the magic blood. You have the capability of manifesting and co-creating everything that you want in your life, from the good and the bad things. But you remember, where energy flows, where your attention goes. So if the magician is focusing on the problem shall come. If you focus on the solution will always come. You'll have a psychic link to this person coming in as well. The moon card tells me that you need to pay attention to your dreams and your visions. Maybe dream journaling would be good for you. You need to get out of your ego and tap into your heart space, your intuition, your gut and your soul. This is what the energy is looking like as I'm connecting into your energy. So I am seeing Gemini, Libra and Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces and Scorpio around you. And what did I say earlier? You need to get rid of any insecurities, any sadness, any fears or worries in general, in love or in life. So it says self-doubt. Believe in the wonder of creation. Believe in the wonder of you. You are in control. You are powerful. You can achieve. You are worthy. Release any self-doubt and old beliefs to the universe. Focus only, what did I say? Focus only with the magician on the good thoughts. If you have magi, magic blood, magician in your bloodline, and you focus on the problem, so shall it be. You manifested it consciously or unconsciously, right? So kind of need to get out of your way, Chantal. You know what you need to do, girl. All right, I'm going back to reading for people on my list on the screen. If you would like to bypass the 60 people in the room, it is the power couple just there in the corner of the screen or on the bottom of your screen. Rochelle, when will I achieve financial freedom and be debt-free and financially stable and comfortable? When you align to it. When you stop thinking in the lack, Ranelli. If you're focusing on the lack, I don't have enough, I'm not enough, when is this going to happen? You're always going to be in the lack energy, and your prosperity and your financial windfall of abundance will always be a day away from you because you believe that it's not yours. Like you don't think it's yours. Your financial freedom should be with you in the now. And you have to align to this energy. You can't ask for it and don't believe it's going to come in. You don't manifest like that. It don't work like that. Ronelli, when you be quiet and start saying things like, I don't chase money, I attract money, I'm a magnet for love, money, help and happiness, when you let go of your sadness, sorrow, insecurity when it comes to finances, things will start to activate for you. I would say 9 days, 9 weeks, 9 months, the 9th of a month, in and around the 9th. 9 is going to be the number. 9, believe it or not, in numerology represents completion. Once you complete that cycle of you telling yourself that you've got all of these, I'm not there yet, because that's where you'll never be there yet. I'm not there yet, then you'll never be there yet, will you? Because yet is somewhere over there. So if you can get out of your own way and start manifesting in the now, that would be great. You're manifesting prosperity somewhere in the future, then it will always be a day away. Amanda, will my children live with me in the future if I leave my husband? Yes, they will live with you if you leave your husband. Yes. It's not my job to tell you to leave your husband. I'm not going to get screwed at. It's your free will choice. The cards are telling me that if you stayed, it could affect your health. So yes, your children will come with you. It's not my job to tell you to leave. If the energy feels bad and nothing has changed, then leave. But I can't tell you what to do because you have free will. Does Wayne need to know I love him? Sarah. It's always good to hear I love you, even though somebody doesn't love you back. Does Wayne need to know that you... Not really, no. Not really, no. I don't know how that will benefit you. Like, giving love and saying love to someone is a great thing, because giving love and loving somebody is a good thing, but I don't think it's going to change anything. The 8 of Wands is like, I know you want something to change, but it feels like you've got some sort of scene in your head, which is like not really true. Not sleeping very well. The Anchor card is the Fool card. It's not even telling you to tell him that you love him, because this is usually like, take a leap of faith. You can tell him you love him, but you might not get what you want. You might not get the response that you want. Sorry, hon. Zaina, will I hear from my past love M? And his guides, loved ones, will Zaina hear from her past love M? I feel like you will hear from this person. Are you asking for it? Are you wishing for it in some level? I feel like you guys will... I feel like you can hear from each other again. You will hear from this person. But it also feels like it would be a long-distance friendship. It doesn't feel like a soulmate energy, like you're supposed to be together. But it feels like it will be a very long-distance kind of a connection. But yes is the answer to this question. I got a yes to this question. Erica, will my ex you reach out again after some time if no contact? Will your ex you reach out? Will your ex reach out? Yes, but this person hasn't changed. This person is exactly the same. Nothing's changed. Nothing has shifted. You might want to feel like you're going to go back into the relationship, but what arose in the past is going to arise again. This person is a good talker, but not a walker. Is very slow to movement and is very unbalanced in some way, Erica. You need to learn lessons from this person. Learn well so you don't have to experience it again. But yes is the answer to your question. Don't know if I like it. Sorry. Can't tell you what to do. It's your life, free will. Fiona, will Jeff choose to be with me eventually? Angels, guides, loved ones, will Jeff choose to be with... So if he chooses to be with you in, I don't know, 6 or 7 years, you're going to wait for him, yeah? Like, who the fuck's got time? Time is not your friend, Fiona. Like, are you going to sit there and wait for Jeff to see how fabulous you are so you can have the happiest life? I don't fucking think so, mate. Know your worth, Fiona, and no, you shouldn't be waiting for no man. Sorry. But let's see. Will Jeff choose Fiona? He would probably choose you and then play you. Sure. He's coming out as young, boisterous, sexually active. You don't know whether he's coming or going. And imagine being in a connection with him and you're all lovey-dovey with him. And then all of a sudden you don't know where he is and he's in the pub with his mates or in a bar with his mates. It won't be an equal balance of give and take. You'll give so much, Fiona, and you'll get like tidbits. Don't like the feeling of that. I don't think so. But again, it's your life. Can't tell you what to do. Free will. If you'd like to get on my list and bypass the 59 people in the room and get a reading straight away, I pinned it on the bottom of the screen. It is the power couple that's there. Once the giraffe pops up on the screen, I will add you onto my list and you'll get read for straight away. Other than that, I'm going back and forth from my followers and people who are not following me. Okay. Monica, will my finances get better soon? It will, but you need to cut out your shit. Stop talking crap. When is it going to get better? When, where, how? Is it me? Like, speak positive words, positive mantras. It feels like your money's coming in later on, but it will come in. It just feels like you need to cut it out. You need to speak what you want to manifest. Speak it and manifest it like you already have it. The answer to that question, Monica, is yes. Just feel like as I'm connecting to you, you're just... It's like it's always a day away, your blessing. It's not ever now, in the now. It's always over there. It's somewhere in the future. We have no future yet, and there is no past. There's only the now. Manifest it right now. Rizwan, you need to get out of your head. Over-analyzing and overthinking things is going to not help you to sleep. Nightmares, grief, depression. If you're worrying about finances, then finances will come in 9 months, 9 weeks, the 9th of a month. You need to be childlike and let your hair down and have some fun. I am seeing new beginnings around you. This represents new beginnings. A baby being born in your family, if not you, represents new opportunities coming your way. I am seeing that as I'm connecting to you. Tekes, messages from my brother Raju in heaven. Any signs he's sending to you? You're going to see 8. You're going to see 8 everywhere you go. I am seeing that as I'm connecting to you. I've got Leo energy around you. I feel like he's going to send you 333 as well. I feel like you need to, yes, watch out for feathers, butterflies. You'll connect to him more in your dreams or your meditation. I feel like you'll try and visit everybody as I'm connecting into your brother's energy. I also feel like there's a party or a celebration or an anniversary at some point. And I also feel like as I'm connecting to your brother, he's got magician energy. You're supposed to be traveling, relocating. Watch out for the feathers. Watch out for the feathers. Watch out for the repeated numbers. So 3s and 8s. That's what he's going to show you. Will my new roommate pay the new rent? Mary, Angels, Guides, Loved Ones, pay the new rent. Pay the new rent. I got a yes. I don't know if she's going to be entirely happy about it, but I do see victory around this question, Mary. And then I've got the 5 of coins, which is upside down. So that's a good card. Moving on, recovering, hopes returning. The energy does look positive around it, Mary. I got a yes with that. Hunter, any messages for you from the universe? Angels, guides, loved ones. What does Hunter need to know, please? In love and light for Hunter. All right, guys, I actually just got a reminder about something. I'm going to stay on for another 15 minutes and I have to leave. Sorry, I just got a reminder about something. So when my alarm clock goes off, I'm leaving. If you would like to bypass everybody in the room, now's the time to do it. It is the power couple in the corner of the screen, above the screen. That will get you on my list and it will get you 8 cards. Hunter, what does Hunter need to know? Hunter, you need to stay away from everyone. You need to have healthy boundaries. Whether you realize it or not, Hunter, you got healing abilities. So that means, unfortunately for you, you're going to attract a lot of energy vampires and soul-sucking critters. You need to say what you mean and mean what you say. You need to reevaluate the situations or the things that are going on in your current situation. You need to reevaluate people as well. You need to get your energy back because you're stronger than you think you are. You're going to bypass this and survive. I am seeing travel, relocation around you, but I also feel like you might be at a crossroads, like going back and forth, or there might be an opportunity or a choice. You might have to choose something later on down the line. So listen to your intuition and get out of your head. Ego is the head, intuition is the stomach. Linda, will money come in tomorrow? Will money come in tomorrow? Money is definitely coming in. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow. It could come in from two directions. You need to balance your energy when it comes to money and finances. Juggle, multitasking, weighing up options, going back and forth. I will, but I won't. But what happens if something goes wrong? I'm only seeing good vibrations around you because the Devil card, which is lack energy, I see recovering and leaving situations that no longer serve you. There's also an older masculine around you, Linda, that could help you in and around money and finances. Hunter, I agree. Do you? Good, good. I hope I helped you in some way, my love. I hope I helped you in some way. Any messages for Lady T? Angels, guides, loved ones, Lady T. Any messages for Lady T? Any messages for Lady T? Patient, because everything is going to come to fruition. All the seeds that you planted, all the hard work and grafting that you've been doing is going to come to fruition. Make sure you find balance and equilibrium between all the things that you're doing. There is victory, success, and recognition around you. I am seeing, as I'm connecting to you as well, you need to rest, recover, recuperate, solitude, find some sort of peace of mind. I feel like as I'm connecting to you, you need to have a break. Your commitment is being tested, is your guided message. You need to take a step back from life in general. Have a little break. Jacqueline, any messages for you? Angels, guides, loved ones, what does Jacqueline need to know, please? In love and light. Jacqueline, what does Jacqueline need to know, please? In love and light. What's Jacqueline? I feel like you prayed for something, wished for something, manifested something, and then you kind of pulled it back to you. You might have sent it out in lack, uncertainty, doubt. Like, yeah, right, that's never going to happen. Like, you can't send out a prayer or a wish or a thought in a feeling of sadness or insecurity and like no hope. I feel like as I'm connecting into your energy, I am seeing supposed to be traveling, the need for balance of the yin and yang. You're supposed to be traveling, but this is upside down. It's like the 8 of Wands upside down always represents frustration, a delay, wondering why there is always a delay to this, that, or the other. But then it's like it's in your energy, but for some reason you don't believe it so. And then you've also got a younger masculine around you. So if he's not here yet, he's coming in at some point. He could be a lover or a friend or somebody that you could be collaborating with. You'll know when he gets here. Kiki, how do I get past this betrayal and heartache? Feel it. That's what I did with baby daddy. I went over it and over it and over it and over it again until I was like, fucking hell, I can't be bothered anymore. Feel it, cry, scream, shout. Fuck me, you gotta feel it. It's called feeling it, so you can purge it out of you. Write in a piece of, like, write in a diary all the shit that you're feeling and get it out of your body into the paper and burn the bitch out of it. You are gonna have, you cannot suppress it because it will create an ailment or a dis-ease. Kiki, Kiki, do you love me? Look, all you got to do is spend some time on your own, man. You got to get your energy back to you. The Hermit represents soul searching, going within for that personal quest for truth and clarity. Fuck the deception. Yeah, fuck the deception. Focus on business. Focus on your money, your work, and your career. Put your energy into you. Are you pissed off? Go on a treadmill. Go to the gym. And before you know it, you're going to look banging. And you're going to be like, why is everyone checking me out? And then you're going to have the happy family, the emotional contentment, the love and support that you felt has eluded you. Anytime you feel disconnected or you feel angry about something, punish your body by going to the gym. Go to the gym. Before you know it, your tits are up and your ass is up and you look nice and tight and shit like that. Everyone's checking you out. Upgrade. Chelsea, will I get my apartment this week? Angels and guides and loved ones, will Chelsea get the apartment this week? Hell yes. If there is a delay and you don't get your apartment this week, it's basically your fault. Blocking the energy, focusing on the problem, what happens if it doesn't come in? And I feel like I've got a yes. If you speak into the universe and into the ether and you believe it so, you will get an apartment. There might be a man that might reach out to you and give you an offer, a stable offer for the apartment. But I got a yes with this one. Karen from Malta, is Joshua coming back to you? Is Joshua coming back to you? I'm going to be leaving in 8 minutes, guys. Sorry, I just got a reminder about an important phone call. I'm leaving in 8 minutes. If you would like to get an in-depth 8-card reading, now is the time to get one because I'm out. I do feel like Joshua will come back to you, but I feel like you're going to feel like a mother, not like a lover or a girlfriend. It feels like you're going to feel like a mother. You're praying for something that you might not like in the end because he's coming out as somebody who can leave you quickly. The Knight of Wands upside down is narcissistic, egotistical, sexually orientated, and will come for you because this person knows that they can have you when they want you. Are you going to be that accessible? I don't fucking think so. I ain't giving you access to my ninny if you're not going to be my guy. You can piss right off. That's how I would be. Cassie, did Michael meet my sister to try to repair our relationship before he proposes to you? No. No. I don't think that this was the case. I think that maybe your Michael needed to speak to your sister to get some clarity about you in some way. It seems like to get some sort of clarity. I don't know how else to explain it. Like maybe he needs clarity if he is going to propose to you. Maybe he needs clarity on, I don't know, is there any hidden elements about her that I don't know? You know, you never know. But I've got the wake up call, clarity, information. It's not because he didn't do that before the proposal. It was like getting clarity on you. Is she worth it? Should I? You know, and I know that's your sister, and your sister will tell him about himself, but it just feels like that's not the reason. Haj, would me and Ash be together? Will you and Ash be together? Angels, guides, loved ones, will you and Ash be together? No. He's coming out as narcissistic, egotistical, can cut you out, stoic and cold. He's got the vibration of an egotistical energy, a con man, abusive, and very manipulative. You will give everything in this relationship and you will get nothing back from him. You need to wait for him because he's coming in. I got a no with that one. Sorry, love. Will Tokyo Coffee keep me employed after opening? Julia. Let's have a look and see. Angels, guides, loved ones, will Tokyo Coffee keep you employed after opening? I don't know. I feel like there's something bigger, better, and with more money waiting for you. I feel like if you did go with them, you're not going to be satisfied. I do feel like there's something else for you and there's more money to make outside of this. You might be shifting and changing energies when it comes to employment. 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 months, or the 6th of a month? I don't know about this. I don't think so. Will I ever work? Will everything work out for me soon? Sue. It will work out for you. But how can it work out for you when you don't believe it so? You're in the lack mindset. I don't have enough. I'm not enough. What happens if something goes wrong? What happens if there's a problem? Maybe it's me. And then you go into self-imprisonment energy. So the answer is yes. But it's like there's all these other factors about the way that you think and your emotions are. And it feels like there could be a delay to everything working out for you. Yeah, look at the delay. This is new beginnings, the hand of God. But it's like you want it to happen. It's in your energy. You can manifest it. But for some reason, you don't believe it so. So if you don't believe it so, how's the universe going to believe it so for you? You got to think about that. So I traveled to go and see Patrick in Texas at the end of August. Nicole, should you go and visit Patrick and his guides, loved ones? Should you go and visit Patrick? I'm leaving in 3 minutes and 24 seconds. If anybody would like to get on my list and bypass the 87 people in the room, it is the power couple. I don't think so. I don't think you should go. I don't know if this person is emotionally ready in some sort of way, shape or form. I feel like this person is dealing with things that they're going through. They might be inviting you maybe as a distraction, but then things might come to light when you get there. It feels like this person's going back and forth about something. It feels like this person might be focusing on money, work, like finances, money problems in some way that you may not know about, that he may be disguising from you right now. I got the energies gaining momentum. I got to know. You might have to postpone it, I feel. Kiki. I got you, honey. Kiki. All right. I'm leaving after Kiki's reading. Unless you want a paid reading, I have got an important phone call to make. All right. Kiki. Is it a general reading? Is it something specific, Kiki? Did you want me to focus on something specific, my love? Let me know what it is. So I can put my energy into what your question is. Kiki. And guys, loved ones, this is for Kiki. I got obsession. I'm already hearing obsession. I'm already hearing obsession. If you would like to bypass everybody in the room, and you're going to have to do it now. I have to make an important phone call. I've got to keep an eye on the time. I will leave after Kiki. So if anybody would like to get an in-depth reading, now is the time. It is the power couple. Shaz, you're on my list. All right, Kiki, what's going on? So to add on to what you said earlier, I'm having... a greater time getting past this heartache with betrayal is so hard. It's been years almost. Do you have a child from this person, Kiki? Because imagine having a betrayal and then having a child with this person. Do you have a child with this person? So the person that you're talking about is a snake, is what I heard. Snake energy. The feeling of rejection. No, but he tried to. Who tried to? So you don't have any children. Okay, good. Obsessing. Addiction. You're going to drive yourself mad. You got to feel it and then let it go. I feel like there is somebody wearing a mask. I don't think that this person was their authentic self. I got snake energy. You have more powers than you think. You're a beacon of light for this person. I got number 3 around your energy, discovering something, nightlife. I see Sagittarius, 333. Things are going to shift and change in your favor. I feel like you need to start investing and putting energy into yourself, like I said to you earlier. You have to learn from whatever happened between the both of you. You have to learn what happened between the both of you. There is a reason why you and this person got into the connection, to have this experience. You had a soul contract and now it's over. You should have walked away from this person ages ago, but you didn't. You should have walked away from this person ages ago, but you didn't. It feels to me like you're the one that was giving all the time, all the love, all the energy. And he may have made you believe that he was giving you love, time, and energy. But as a matter of fact, it was all you. You should have walked away ages ago. Something intuitively must have said to you, Kiki, it's time to go. And you're like, no, he's going to be better. Things are going to change. I know it is. No one is changing for you. I'm not going to change for anybody. And no one is going to save me from myself. So if you were trying to save him and make him a better person, no, it don't work like that. No one is saving me from myself. So the 8 of Cups says that you should have walked away, abandoned, retreat, and moved on from this person long time ago. But you didn't. And I get it. It's love. Didn't you start feeling like a mother? Because it feels like when some women are in a relationship with their men, we don't start to feel like lovers or girlfriends or wives. We start to feel like their mother. We start to feel like we're just cleaning their shitty pants, doing their laundry, washing their fucking clothes. And it's like, what is the point of this? And there weren't even a ring on it. I don't fucking think so. You're going to have absolute abundance in your energy, but you need to feel it. I was with his kids. He had many. Hell no. So you had to take care of his kids. Yeah. And then him. I don't fucking think so. Reevaluate the relationship. This is a wake-up call, girl. This is a wake-up call. This is Archangel Gabriel. I spent time with him and his family. So? What does that mean? What, did he make you feel like you were going to be the one, did he? And he said all the good things, but then he done the talking, yeah, but he didn't do the walking. Fuck him. Bye. Love and light to you. Sorry. This is a wake-up call for you. Judgment. Not judging yourself or him too harshly. Forgive and let go. Send him love and light. The judgment card represents the final clarity, the decision, your wake-up call to move on. I feel like as I'm connecting to you, the universe has already got a soulmate coming your way, love, and it isn't the one that you're talking about. I know about heartache and heartbreak. My baby dad broke my heart. My baby dad beat the shit out of me and cheated on me. And then while I was pregnant with my daughter, yeah, he fucking was messing around with all these other women. And I was carrying his baby. That's why I said, you got babies from him? No, good. You're good to go, man. Bye. You might have just dodged a bullet. God is going to give you new beginnings. The hand of God, this is a coin. This happened this year. You finally walked away, but it's hard. What did I do to deserve this? It wasn't something that you deserved. It was a lesson that you had to learn. Do you know what lesson that was, my love? You want to know what lesson that was? Healthy boundaries and self-worth? Really? And you're still like pining for him? I don't think so. I get it. Feel the pain, cry, be angry, punch a punching bag, scream and shout. Do whatever the fuck it is that you have to do. Get it out of your body and move past it. God is going to give you many new beginnings. New relationship, creative projects, new opportunities around work, the leveling up of money and work. I got money coming your way. Everything you put out is coming back to you. The equal balance of give and take, generosity. The universe is trying to heal you. You have to heal what has been broken. You need to pave over the cracks of the broken heart. You need to move past this situation. And it happened to you like it happened to me because we had to evolve and grow through the pain. Without pain and suffering, we wouldn't be who we are today. And what doesn't kill you is going to make you stronger. Fuck it. We're all going to die anyway. We're not taking none of this shit with us. We're not taking anyone with us. So we got to move past the situation. Move past it. Choose happiness. You can't make this shit up, can you? You can't make this shit up. Guys, do not gift me anymore, please. Tyranny, you're on my list. Let me close off this list. Sorry, I've got an important phone call to make. I might come back later on. I'll see how I feel. Let me just close this shit down. For all of you guys there that had a heartbreaking situation and it was so painful, get over it. Oh, but it was my husband. It was my baby dad. No, it's all right, Tyranny. It's okay, honey. I got you. It was my baby daddy. I loved him so much. Why did he leave me? Because he was a prick and he didn't deserve you. And now you're the one that's got to raise your kids while he's going out there fucking everybody else. I don't fucking think so. Choose happiness, it says. Kiki. Find a reason to feel good today. Go out for lunch with your friends, read a book, watch a movie, play some sports, listen, laugh, listen to music, dance in your kitchen, do everything or anything that makes you feel good. Focus only on the positive aspects of your life and choose happiness. Choose happiness. That's what you need to do, okay, sweetie? I know, it hurts, it's hard, it's complicated. I just ordered. Kalani, did you see this gift come through? Can you check? Because I didn't see it. Or was I blind? Shaz. Kiki, I hope that helps you. Shaz. Kiki, do you love me? I got it. I'm nursing school again and I'm focusing on school, but it was like, it's at the back of my mind. I know. It's okay, hun. I'm not going to say to you, look, get over it. It's fine. You're going to have to, though. There's nothing you can do about it. He doesn't belong to you. And you're taking care of him and all his kids. Are you getting paid? No? Were you a nanny or a lover? Hell to the motherfucking no. Sorry. All right, Shaz. Did you see it, Kalani? Is it a general? Is it something specific? What would you like? Oh, can you tell me the name then, please, Kalani? Hold on a second. Let me find you. Wendy, I got you. Wendy, I got you. Wendy. Wendy, I got you. Wendy, I got you, honey. I got you. All right, here we go. Is it a general or is it something specific? General. All right. The first thing that I'm seeing as I'm connecting to you is expansion. You need to say what you mean and mean what you say. The throat chakra is highlighted. So you need to. So when I'm connecting into your energy, it's expansion and expression. I don't know whether you're in a relationship or not, Shaz, but I am seeing a karmic relationship coming your way. One that can trigger you to let go of old situations. I'm also seeing fairness. I'm seeing counseling around you. I'm seeing 7 in your energy. New direction, new beginnings, Capricorn. Staying away from narcissistic, egotistical assholes and people who have too much pride and who's arrogant because they will dull your energy and your senses as I'm connecting into your energy, Shaz. Angels, guides, loved ones, what does Shaz need to know? So Shaz, the first thing that I'm seeing is fight for what you want, fight for what you believe in, remain on top of your game and stop changing who you are to please somebody else. Do you know why, sweetie? Because when we die, we don't take anybody else with us. I ain't taking my daughter, my mom, dad and brothers and sisters and aunties and uncles. I'm going to take my actions, my words, and my deeds. And that's the only thing you take with you. And that big house that you're trying to buy, you ain't taking that with you either, because somebody else will be living in the house that you're going to buy. So Shaz, fight for what you believe in. And when you be your authentic self, it will get you out of this energy, not sleeping very well, over-analyzing, going into the grief or depression. You need to get out of your ego and get into your heart space. The high priestess always represents the one who can see without seeing. The high priestess tells me that you can do what I do, Shaz. You need to rest, recover, recuperate, and peace of mind. Find some sort of solitude. You need to focus on what you do want and stop focusing on what you don't want. If something is out of your control, then you don't need to think about it. If you have no power or no control over something, then don't look at this. Walk away from it. Walk away from a situation, a person, a negative way of thinking, self-defeating beliefs about yourself. Walk away from something that doesn't serve you anymore. Walk into money, stability, structure, the financial gain, prosperity, absolute abundance, a windfall of abundance. You're more solid on your own than being in a situation or a relationship or a situationship that no longer serves you. The World card represents the ending of a cycle, the beginning of something brand new, travel and relocation, expansion. So what I will say to you is learn well. Yeah. I also feel like you're going to get a wake-up call. So pay attention to your dreams, your visions. Pay attention to the signs and the symbols and synchronicities. This is going to be really important that you do so. Remove blocks. Removing blockages. It says, the more you think about something, the more you keep it alive. Do not focus on or talk about negative emotions or blockages. You get what you think about, good or bad. Meditate or sit quietly for a few minutes each day. Focus on new positive thoughts. Do things often and do this often, and those thoughts will become your dominant thoughts and new reality. So when you think about it, when you talk about it, when you speak about it, when you focus on something, you will manifest what you do want instead of what you don't want. So I'm seeing Capricorn energy as well as Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces in your energy. So I hope that helps you, Shaz. Love and light to you, sweetheart. Love and light to you. I always say to everyone to record their reading. I might come back later on. I'll see how I feel. I will be back tomorrow. Definitely. So if I didn't get to you today, and I'll post up what time I'm going live here and on TikTok. But for now, I've got Tyranny. Angels, guides, loved ones, this is for Tyranny. What does Tyranny need to know? What is your reading about Tyranny? What is your reading about Tyranny? I flew to the USA and saw Austin. After closeness, he's gone quiet. Will he message you? Angels, guides, loved ones, will he message you? All right. Let's have a look and see. I feel like he's doing some soul searching in some way. I don't know if there's something about you that activated him to do some spiritual work, to do some soul searching. I do feel like there will be some sort of a reach out, but later on, because he might be going through something that you may or may not know about. I do feel like there will be a reach out, but it will be later on. I feel like there was some sort of awakening around you. What I heard was quiet time. So what he's trying to do is like be in his own energy to some degree. I feel like as I'm connecting to you, I don't know, I'm hearing health. I don't know if this is you and or him taking care of the health. There's something about the crown chakra, so listening to your intuition. You want to talk or you want there to be talk, but it feels like right now he's doing quiet time. Like in meditation, tapping into something in his higher self. I am seeing that there will be a text, a call, or a message, but later on. I'm also seeing that you need to dream, journal, or write things down. I also feel like you're wondering when, where, or how. I'm seeing Pisces. And I'm seeing number 6 in your energy, so that could be a time frame. I'm also seeing the need for self-growth and nourishment. I feel like there are things that happened after you had left in some way, and it kind of distracted him. It kind of distracted him to go inwards. And you might not know about this yet, but you will at some point. Not everything is as it seems. There's a hidden element around this. So there's a hidden element around this, all right? So I'm going to say to you that not everything is as it seems. If he hasn't reached out yet, it's because something happened that you may or may not know about, and it's to do with his like personal life. The moon card is about you trusting your intuition and going inwards. I am feeling there might have even be something around a parent, like something around parents that you may find out later on. I am seeing as I'm connecting to you, I got the mother card. There you go. There you go. Something around illness, something that doesn't feel right, something that happened outside of you. It's not to do with you. He was distracted. You said his mum's got cancer. It's to do with the mum. And not everything is as it seems. So when you're like, is he going to message me? Why hasn't he reached out to me? It isn't because of you or something you did. It's because something's is happening in his private life and it doesn't concern you. It's got nothing to do with you. It's not like, oh, I don't like her. Oh, we're close together. It's like he doesn't want to start something with you right now because he's got all of these things with his mum going on. This is the mum card. She needs to get better. She's like the Chariot, Cancerian card. It's like, don't let your mind run wild, yeah? The Chariot also represents that you might see him again later on, or he might come and see you. There will be some sort of a wake-up call and you will get clarity around this situation, but right now you can't see things and it's not what you think. It's not like, oh, maybe he doesn't like me, he didn't like her. It's got nothing to do with you. So get out of your ego, get out of the head. Whatever you gave to him, he wants to give back to you, but it just feels like there's a lot of other shit going on in his life, and it just feels like there's something to do with work and money as well, like maybe paying finances or paying the bills for his mother's this, that, or the other. You never know. But the Three of Coins represents collaboration and partnership, a team up. I am seeing as I'm the King of Coins. He's worrying about finances and money in his energy, maybe to do with his mum who's sick. You will see each other again. The World card is learning something, the ending of a cycle, the beginning of something brand new. The World card does represent travel and relocation. It represents a move. So it's his mum. Like, you got to just give him that grace, right? Listen to your gut is your guided message. Lots of major arcana cards, lots. The World, Judgment, the Chariot, the Moon, Empress, a lot of powerful hits here. So you have to just make sure that you just give him grace, right? Listen to your gut. If something makes you feel bad, your source of energy disagrees with it. Your emotions will let you know when something isn't right. Let your sense of just knowing guide you. I don't think it was about you, Tyranny. I think he's got personal stuff going on. And for me, the mum card came up. So I think it's got to do with the mum. So don't say to yourself, maybe he doesn't like me. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe, nah. And I saw a doctor as well around him as well. I saw a doctor around him. That's you going into your own ego. It's got nothing to do with that. Maybe it does. What, does he think that you might get pregnant? Does he think you might get pregnant? Wendy. I don't feel like you are, though. Wendy. Angels, guides, loved ones, this is for Wendy. Wendy, what's your reading about, sweetheart? You're here, good. Do you think you are? Because I don't feel like you are. My energy is being pulled more to his mother. That's how I feel, like he's worrying about somebody outside of your connection. You need to get a pregnancy test. Hello? Are you on the pill? Are you on contraception? Look. All right, here we go. Wendy. The first thing that I'm feeling as I'm connecting to you is butterflies, butterflies everywhere, Wendy. You're going to see butterflies everywhere you go. I also feel like you need to get rid of any feelings of guilt. Something that happened in the past, recent past. And I'm seeing the stomach area, so the sacral chakra, to meditate on that. I don't know if you are in a relationship or not. You might be in a relationship that you're like, what is this bullshit? If you're currently in a connection, I got twin flame energy. If you're in a relationship and the energy ain't going so well, the universe might give you somebody else. If you are in a relationship, the universe might still give you someone else. I am seeing Libra, number 444, everywhere you go. I am seeing either pregnant with ideas or a pregnancy, if not you and the family, is what I'm seeing. I'm also seeing that you're supposed to be a leader, having your own business, being the boss of the company that you're working for. And you need to also be mindful of negative people, energy vampires, and soul-sucking creators is what I just heard. Trickery, disruption. I'm seeing that you need to do some sort of a rebalance and making good or better decisions going further. The butterfly that you're going to see everywhere, I feel like this represents new beginnings and new opportunities coming your way. But there's something about you having a leadership role. So it's either you need to go into boss mode or you need to have your own business. You need to stop looking at, Wendy, all the things that has gone wrong, could go wrong, may go wrong. Because what will happen is when you're doing that and setting your sights on all of those little things, you're not paying attention to the blessing in disguise. You need to watch what you say because words become things. Page of Swords is the most immature page in the deck. So you need to cut out negative thoughts, words, situations, and people as I'm connecting into your energy, Wendy. And I also feel like stay away from gossip and chit chatting, rise above that. I'm also seeing, Wendy, that you're very beautiful inside and outside. You're coming out as the Cinderella, which is the Queen of Wands. You need to make sure that as you go forward in life, you feel confident, self-assured, free-spirited, doing the things that you love to do and doing the things that you're passionate about. I need you, Wendy, to get out of your head, because if you live in your ego, you're going to plant seeds of doubt, sorrow, worries, and fear. Eight of Swords always represents imprisonment, anxiety, grief, depression, restriction, blocking of the blessings, because you're focusing on the problem and not on the solution. Why would you do that? When we're here in the physical world, we always focus on the problem. We never focus on the solution. We never focus on what we do want. We always focus on what we don't want. I'm seeing study and education, going back to school. I don't know if this is something that you might want to do later on. I've got study, education, going back to school, learning something brand new, adding on to the skill set that you already have. But I do need you to get out of your own way, Wendy. You need to stop self-sacrificing your happiness to please somebody else. Aren't you done? And you're also a natural empath. So you're able to pick up on everybody's energy frequency, which could make you ill or feel drained or discomfort in some sort of way. So be mindful about who you allow into your aura. Sometimes that could be our children, our grandchildren, our partners, our colleagues and co-workers. We need to learn to have healthy boundaries. I am seeing studying, education, learning something, good news, a message or an offer coming your way. I got money, pay rise, a promotion in and around your energy. And the hand of God is giving you a new beginning. The Ace of Swords talks about new beginnings, new opportunities, mental clarity, new challenges coming your way. But first and foremost, before your new beginnings come your way, you got to get rid of any negative emotions, thoughts, feelings that no longer serve you. Look at that. Embrace change. Wendy, be brave. Opportunities are coming your way. Don't be afraid of change. Believe in the divine. They have a greater plan. Let go of what no longer serves you. Let go of your past. Say, I am ready. Wendy, the star signs that I see around you, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I've got Pisces, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Aries, Leo, and Sag in your energy. So I hope that helps you in some way. I will be back maybe later on. I'll let you know. I've got to make an important phone call. I will be back tomorrow here again. And I'll post up what time I'm going live. I will see you later, guys. I've got to do this important phone call. Love and appreciate you. Thank you, guys. You're so welcome, Wendy. Bye, guys.